What's up, guys? Harley Dude here. Nice beautiful morning, about 50 degrees, maybe 55 at this point. Just cruising along. I hope everybody's having a good morning. What I've been thinking about this morning is drive. What drives you? I suppose that could be 1,000 different things. Could be money, could be cars, could be sickles, could be Harleys, could be women, could be guys, could be relationships, could be looking good in your family, could be status, could be sports, could be truck driving, could be being the best restaurant owner in the business, could be just anything, work in general. And why is it important to have somebody to drive, or something that drives you? Something of value? Well, what drives me are a few different things. You know, I guess it's a similar question to what are you excited about? I'm excited about this Harley right here. I'm excited about my kids, my family. I have several kids. And, you know, I mean, kids should excite and drive a lot of people, or everybody that has kids, for that matter, I suppose. It's a common answer, good answer, but it has to be beyond that as well. Kids are not going to live with you forever. Even if it's a relationship that drives you, a relationship might not last forever. If it does last forever and the guy or woman passes away, then you still have just yourself. Or if you're single and you're still looking, you don't want to live a miserable life just because you haven't found that person, right? So you have to find out what drives you, what makes you better to society. If we don't give good to the world, you know, what good are we to some extent, right? If we just a bum, don't interact with people, don't make people's lives better, don't make somebody's business better, don't make our own business better, don't make our kids better, don't make anything better, not even ourselves better. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, what is the point? I suppose religion could come into the conversation. You know, if you're a God seeker, what drives you is your purpose for God. And it could be anything. So why should there be something that drives you? I guess I kind of covered that. What are some benefits of something that drives you? Well, one benefit is definitely could be having money for retirement. If you have a drive for your work and make just a decent amount of money, you don't have to be rich to have a good retirement. You just have to know how to save. So let's say one of your drives is or goals, I guess that's a similar aspect of what I'm talking about. If your goal is to have plenty of money when you retire at whatever age that is, then you have to get a plan for it. You have to know how much to save. You know how, you can't buy a big old house if you can't save money. If it takes all your paycheck but you can still live, then that's not good news. Let's say it's relationships that drive you. I found out a long time ago that what fulfills a person isn't a relationship, isn't a husband or a wife, a girlfriend, boyfriend. It sure is fun. Sure, we live longer. Studies say people live longer, right? If they're married. People are not meant to be alone. People are meant to be with people. Most people have those 2 or 3 people that they're very close with and can share about anything with. Most people don't have a ton of people, and that's okay. You only have so much energy and only want to tell so many people every single aspect of your life. You probably have a lot of acquaintances. I have a lot of acquaintances. if you're in the music business, you have a lot of music friends, like me. You know, that doesn't mean that they're all close relationships, but it's fun to be around people. You need people. So I'm not saying you don't need people. But the whole Jerry Maguire bit, you know, you complete me. You know, nobody can complete each other. I met somebody the other day, a lady, and she was miserable because she was waiting for that right man, to probably pick her up, sweep her off her feet, take her to the princess or the princess castle and live happily ever after. Well, that may or may not happen to people. Probably won't. I'm not saying it can't. We make our own destiny. We make our own happiness. I'm not going, you know, if somebody wants to be miserable for 20 years of their life, then they will be, no matter what their circumstances are. Plus, having your goals, your drive, is what helps make you happy. If you have drive and goals, you have a meaning to get up in the morning. You wake up and say, heck yeah, let's get this day started. I'm going to do this and this and this and that, instead of just another day, another Monday. Speaking of Mondays, everybody lives for the weekend. Why in the world does everybody just live for the weekend? There's 7 daggone days in a week, and if you're going to waste 5 of them, what the world is use is that? Excuse me. Take those 5, do good in everything that you do. Get up, go to work, do the best job that you can at your work, not just sit there like a miserable little pulp, excuse me, waiting for life to happen to you, waiting for all your riches to come knocking at your door and all your happiness to be in your mailbox when you check the mail that evening. And yep, everybody's been happy, elated, everybody's been sad, depressed, including me. But if you have goals and a drive, you'll pick right back up from it sooner or later, and you'll be yippee-skippy rumming it down the road, just having drive, having joy. If you want joy, you got to make it. It starts with something. There's lots of ways to get out of a rut. It's not the point of what I'm talking about. But just having drives and goals. You know, everybody makes a New Year's resolution at the end of the year. Goals and resolutions are good if you keep them, right? I write down my goals. I used to be better at it, and when I was better at writing down my goals each year, I accomplished a lot more. You know, I wrote down my work goals, I wrote down my personal goals, and I accomplished most of them. If you don't accomplish all of them, then that's no big deal. You just, you know, you got to start somewhere. You just got to have some drive, have something driving you. What? Okay, yeah, what drives me? Then I got to wrap this to a close because I'm almost to my destination. So having a sailboat to live on and being able to have residual income so that I don't have to work while I'm on that sailboat about 20 years from now, 15 years from now. How I'm going to do that? Well, I've been learning real estate investing, and if I have enough properties, that will happen. And or savings, you know, I got to start saving more money. And also music. I want to keep playing music. I haven't been doing a lot of that. I've just been riding the sickle and doing some other things, and that's fine, as long as I'm still happy and enjoy and working toward my goals. Alright guys, you have a great time. If you don't have any drive, go find out what drives you. Get something that does drive you. Get something that you just love to do, that you would do for free no matter what. People always say, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.